Tarek Minor and his wife Melanie Lawson were visiting Las Vegas when the gunfire rang out about just blocks away from their hotel. And thankfully, they're both okay.
Tarek is joining us on the phone. Tarek, we are so relieved that you and Melanie are okay.
Thank you, Mary and Tom, and all those in the Jacksonville community who reached out to us. We were just about 10 blocks away from the actual shooting, and right now I'm standing as close as you can possibly get to the Mandalay Bay Hotel, which, you know, Melanie's been to Las Vegas about 5 times. This is my second time coming to Las Vegas. And I wouldn't even describe Las Vegas as somber. I would describe it as silent. I mean, this is a city where people come to have fun and people have bachelor parties, and you have families come, and you have older people who come to gamble. The city is just really just completely devastated. And I mean, I've really never ever seen so many people so emotional just walking around the streets. And one of the reasons is that everything is as it was last night. There are still cars positioned in the exact position where when that shooter opened fire from the 32nd floor, either there was a person shot inside that vehicle or the person jumped out of the car and ran for cover. There are buses in the streets. There are taxi cabs still in the streets. And you can tell that nothing has been touched. It's just a huge crime scene. In the field where Jason Aldean was playing last night, we're told that there's still bodies there, and that, you know, that they're still processing that crime scene there as well. We talked to our Uber driver on the way over here, and he says he was in this area, and people who were running away from a gunfire were literally just jumping into random cars, just trying to get away from the sound of the gunfire. People were running into apartments and knocking on people's doors. There's an apartment complex nearby, just trying to get away from the gunfire. And you hear these stories of the folks out here, and you just hear the word trampling. You know, people were trampled because everyone was just running, and we're talking thousands of people running away from gunfire. They don't know where it's coming from, and they were just literally trampled. And of course, and it's also so very, very somber because many people know that the death toll could possibly rise. And with so many people dead in a city that's, not known for anything other than having fun, it really is a surreal experience. Not the anniversary experience that Melanie and I expected.
Tarek, many of our viewers will remember that you went to Orlando and you covered last year what was at the time the worst mass shooting in recent history, the attack at Pulse. Now you're in Vegas vacationing, and there's an even worse shooting. About your emotions and Melanie's emotions, how are the two of you doing?
It's to be honest and frank, it's surreal. People are walking around the streets as very much as they did in Orlando, just trying to process this. I don't think a lot of people have processed the number of people who are dead. There's still family members who don't know whether or not their loved one is going to make it or not. So there's this whole, processing of grief that is very similar to what we saw in Orlando. In Orlando, a few days after the shooting there, I think many of the city officials came forward and said, hey, it's okay to grieve. There is no set way to grieve. We are going to get through this together. But how I can compare these two is that they're still very early in the process of just, comprehending what has happened, how many people have lost their lives, how many families this has affected. And it's going to be a long road to recovery for the city of Las Vegas, just like it was for the city of Orlando following the Pulse nightclub shooting.
Just numb, I think, Tarek, and I think the whole nation feels that numbness as well. Tarek Minor reporting to us live. Thank you for that perspective, Tarek.